The Last of Us Part 2 introduced a lot of new characters, environments, and shocking plot twists that left fans of the game shaken to the core. The Last of Us Part 2 is another monumental game for PlayStation. Developer Naughty Dog once again proves that great gameplay mechanics blended with a thoughtful and emotional story is the pinnacle of gaming. While the sequel took 7 years to be released, gamers can definitely say it was worth the wait. The Last of Us 2 story is quite different compared to the original. The sequel introduced new characters which have various quirks for all types of gamers. The campaign takes many turns which leave players questioning what is next. Thankfully, Naughty Dog made sure to include everything with a runtime of just under 30 hours. Here are the most shocking plot twists. Number 10. Fireflies in Santa Barbara. Spoiler warnings! Yes guys, if you haven't played the game, then I am giving you a spoiler warning. But before going back, please smash the like button and subscribe for more interesting spoilers. Okay, so number 10. Fireflies in Santa Barbara. Owen and Abby were members of the Fireflies before joining the Washington Liberation Front, WLF, when the Fireflies disbanded. Owen tells Abby that Fireflies are regrouping in Santa Barbara, California. Owen was planning to take the boat down to Santa Barbara before he is killed. Abby, along with Lev, follows up on Owen's lead and head to Santa Barbara. The two eventually make contact with a member of the Fireflies through radio. Players are told that Fireflies have set up base in Catalina Island. Perhaps this is where Abby and Lev travel to at the end of the story. Number 9. Dragnet Deena. The relationship between Deena and Ellie is the heart of the campaign. Deena follows Ellie on her revenge tour to Seattle and their bond becomes stronger along the way. But as with all relationships, they soon run into a roadblock that puts the relationship in jeopardy. Deena is pregnant. Deena falls ill from morning sickness and cannot accompany Ellie anymore. The situation makes Ellie question why she is continuing her mission rather than heading back to Jackson. And the emergence of Jesse creates another layer of guilt. Number 8. Jesse gets killed. At the beginning of the story, players are informed about Deena and Jesse's on and off relationship. That all changed once Deena and Ellie kissed. When the couple set out for Seattle, Jesse unknowingly followed them. The situation soon becomes awkward after Deena figures out that she is pregnant with Jesse's baby. Jesse eventually finds out after speaking to Ellie. Players could tell that he is frustrated but worried about Deena. He elects to continue his mission to finding Tommy as soon as possible so that the group can head back to Jackson and Deena could get the proper care. Unfortunately, Jesse is killed by Abby and never gets the chance to meet his son. By the way guys, if you haven't seen my previous video on Far Cry 6 gameplay and setting reveals, then just tap on the suggested card to watch that video. Number 7. Abby befriends Lev and Yara. Abby is known throughout the game as a militaristic figure. This trait was most likely shaped by her upbringing within the WLF. The organization is loyal to its member but hostile to outsiders, but Abby changes after being saved by Yara and Lev. The incident sets Abby on a different path. Just like Yara and Lev, Abby becomes displaced from her group and eventually has to fight off the WLF. It is at this moment players become sympathetic to Abby. Naughty Dog fleshes out her personality and saves Abby from being a one-dimension character. Number 6. Deena is gone. When Ellie returns from Santa Barbara, she finds her home abandoned. Deena and her son JJ, named after Joel and Jesse, have moved out and left no indication as to where they are living. Deena pleaded with Ellie not to go after Abby in Santa Barbara, but Ellie needed resolution. The action of leaving Deena to raise JJ alone certainly ended their relationship. And without Joel, Ellie does not have a family anymore. Ellie finds her guitar and plays it one last time before setting it down and walking away, which metaphorically signals the end of her vendetta. The broken Ellie leaves the empty house, leaving questions to be answered for the possible third installment. Number 5. Joel reveals the secret. Joel saving Ellie in the first game shows players how much she meant to him. Ellie could have potentially been the cure for the virus, but Joel could not lose another daughter. He instead made up a story to explain to Ellie why she was released by the Fireflies, but the lie had to be revealed soon enough. Joel was forced to tell Ellie the truth for her to come back to Jackson. This moment was turning point in the relationship. Ellie was heartbroken and vowed to never speak to Joel again. Of course, they eventually get on speaking terms, but the relationship remains sour. Number 4. Abby Addison. Upon the first introduction of Abby, players immediately spewed hatred. But Naughty Dog does the unthinkable and forces game to play as the character. Along the way, players become familiar with Abby's backstory. The campaign frequently flashbacks to Abby's childhood, but the most memorable flashback is when players are introduced to her father, Dr. Jerry Addison. The doctor is known as the Firefly surgeon in the first game, who was trying to develop a vaccine for the virus before he is killed by Joel. Dr. Addison's death is a major factor in how The Last of Us 2 unfolds. Number 3. Made Amends. Joel and Ellie's final conversation is touching but heartbreaking. The flashback happens near the end of the story, so players already know what happens the day after their conversation. Joel and Ellie are upfront with their feelings. It is obvious that the two have not engaged in a deep conversation for a while. Ellie expressed to Joel that he took away her only purpose by saving her life at St. Mary's Hospital. She continues to carry the guilt of potentially being the cure for the virus and blames Joel for it. However, being the lovable father figure, Joel responds by saying he would do the same thing if given a second chance. Ellie finally realizes that the Joel only wants the best for her and gives Joel another chance to repair the relationship. Unfortunately, they never got the chance. Number 2. Ellie doesn't kill Abby. In the final act of the story, Ellie gets one last chance to kill Abby. After maneuvering past the rattlers while slowly bleeding out, Ellie finds Abby at the edge of the death. Abby doesn't have the muscle mass that aided her ability to overpower Ellie in their first fight. Both are damaged and on equal grounds. Ellie initially had the advantage by wielding a knife, but Abby manages to throw it away after being pierced in the chest. A brawl ensues on the shores and Ellie gets to the position of drowning Abby. Then the thought of Joel appears and Ellie stops, eventually letting Abby and Lev escape. The sequence is anticlimactic, but perhaps Ellie didn't want to be responsible for another child losing a guardian. Number 1. Abby kills Joel. Prior to the release of The Last of Us Part 2, it was clear that the campaign would mostly focus on Ellie. But since Joel was the focal point of the original, gamers assumed that there would be some screen time for the protagonist. However, Naughty Dog immediately pulled out the hearts of players when Joel is murdered at the start of the game. The Last of Us Part 2 story certainly would not have happened without the death of Joel, but it is always rough when the main character disappears. Joel's death is Ellie's motivation throughout the story. The rage for revenge against Abby definitely turns Ellie into a completely different character, and players have the same desire for the majority of the game. Well, that's it for this amazing video. If you are new here, please subscribe and make sure to tap the bell icon so that you won't miss any new video from Gaming Desk. As always, thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, stay home, stay safe, take care. So that's it guys, smash the like button if you enjoyed the video, and if you are new here, tap the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for latest updates. See you in the next video, take care.